10 Predictions of Nostradamus for 2023 Year of the Rabbit. He predicted a series of horrific events for 2022, including an asteroid strike, inflation, famine, and robots invading Earth. While none of this has yet occurred, it should be noted that there are only a few months until the end of the year. His predictions for next year, 2023, are even more dire. What does Nostradamus reveal to us for 2023? From economic downturns, stock market crashes, and erratic social-political shifts to the dramatic deterioration of people's actions and emotions. Hurricanes, floods, earthquakes, and volcanic eruptions will occur as a result of the need to purify and rebalance the Earth. Nostradamus predicted that a new era would begin in 2023, both chronologically and realistically. The year 2023 marks a sacred moment in human history, both favorable and dangerous, destined to bring both disasters and revelations. And the preceding years have foreshadowed this terrifying yet wonderful potential. The critical year 2023 does not necessarily signal the end of the world, but rather a fundamental transformation of the world we live in, a spiritual rebirth of humanity. Nostradamus is without a doubt the world's most famous prophet and presumed mystic. His followers claim that he accurately predicted the future. Nostradamus' major prophecies for 2023. 1. Great War caused by America. Is it really possible that the United States will lead a war in 2023? According to Nostradamus' writings, such an event may occur in early 2023 as a result of poverty and political instability. Nostradamus wrote, 7 months the Great War, people dead of evildoing. Ruin, ever shall not fall to the king. This has been predicted as the conflict in Ukraine caused by Russia's invasion could escalate into World War III. Or it could refer to the ongoing conflict between China and Taiwan in Southeast Asia, which threatens to drag the United States into a terrifying nuclear war. 2. Destruction of the Large Empire. The French seer predicted that the Large Empire would be destroyed, perhaps, Russia or China. Furthermore, the high likelihood of a global catastrophe will result in a large number of victims and patients. In terms of war, battles on land and sea are likely to take place in 2023. His quote, quite another one will attain to the great empire, kindness distant more so happiness, ruled by one sprung not far from the brothel, realms to decay great bad luck. 3. European countries may have to deal with depopulation. The use of chemical weapons, as well as other nuclear-related conflicts, is thought to have resulted in probable depopulation. Every divine prophecy claims that the year 2023 will be even scarier than usual. As Nostradamus predicted, the big event that will start World War III is getting closer and closer. In his book Les Prophéties, Nostradamus also predicted that World War III would occur between 2022 and 2023. His quote, within the isles a very horrible uproar, one will hear only a party of war, so great will be the insult of the plunderers that they will come to be joined in the Great League. 4. Vladimir Putin will be assassinated, and Biden will suffer from a mysterious disease. Nostradamus foresaw a violent year for both Russian President Vladimir Putin and American President Joe Biden. According to experts, Nostradamus predicted Vladimir Putin's assassination, an armed conflict in the East, and a renewed relationship with his American counterpart between 2022 and 2023. Vladimir Putin, the Russian president, will face an assassination attempt by his security team. Putin will be betrayed by someone close to him if the prophecy comes true. In terms of Biden, the prophet predicted that he would suffer from an unknown disease and that a member of the American president's family would be killed in a traffic accident. His quote, 9 years the lean one will hold the realm in peace, then he will fall into a very bloody thirst. Because of him a great people will die without faith and law, killed by one far more good-natured. Through anger and internal hatreds, the acolytes will hatch a great plot against the king. Secretly they will place enemies as a threat, and his own old adherents will find sedition against them. 5. Huge financial crisis. According to Nostradamus' predictions for 2023, the market is about to crash. The short-term but powerful drop in the most well-known American stock index at the start of this year has had global consequences, prompting many people to fear a new crisis. While some analysts believe that we are not witnessing another bubble about to burst, as in 2008, others believe that economic chaos is just around the corner. 6. In 2023, England will have a new king. The Queen's death will be remembered as one of the most upsetting events in British history over the last 70 years. Prince Charles will ascend to the throne of the United Kingdom. He will then travel to Scotland and Wales shortly after the Queen's death. The 2023 Nostradamus prediction could mean that King Charles' reign will be brief. However, due to his advanced age, King Charles III may abdicate the throne, and Prince William will not take his place. William is the next in the line of succession, but for unknown reasons, he will not become the new king. All of this is based on Nostradamus' poems. His quote, "A man will replace him who never expected to be king." 7. A new pope in the Catholic Church. Nostradamus is thought to have mentioned Pope Francis in quatrains 2.97 and 5.31. The French prophet, on the other hand, predicted the death of a pope in 2023. In 2023, Pope Francis' successor will be a young man who will obtain a high position. According to the interpretations of the quatrains, the new pope will start a scandal in the Catholic Church in 2023 that will last until 2029. Pope Francis will be the last true pope, and his successor will be a Pole whose papacy will result in the abolition of Rome, making him the last sovereign pontiff. His quote, "In the final persecution of the Holy Roman Church, there will reign Peter the Roman, who will feed his flock amid many tribulations, after which the seven-hilled city will be destroyed and the dreadful judge will judge the people." The end. 8. Unprecedented migration. Americans will face the immigrant issue, and terrorist attacks will become more common. 9. Light on Mars falling. The French mystic cryptically mentioned a light on Mars falling, implying that humans may visit the red planet in 2023. Elon Musk has predicted that humans will set foot on Mars by 2029. We've all heard about billionaires and world leaders attempting to colonize Mars. However, the light on Mars is failing, according to Nostradamus. While the prediction could mean that the planet will go retrograde, it could also refer to humans making an attempt to visit Mars. His quote, "Quand la lumière du Mars défaillera." 10. New World Order or Celestial Fire. A celestial fire on the royal edifice, the French mystic predicted. This has been interpreted as implying that a new world order will rise from the ashes of civilization. Other Nostradamus followers believe this could refer to the end of times or the beginning of a new world order. Nostradamus' final prediction for 2023 mentioned a new alliance of two great powers joining forces. The new alliance could be between a strong man and a weak one, or even between a male and a female leader. However, the benefits of the alliance will be short-lived. Is the end of the world coming in 2023? All previous and current generations appear to be obsessed with the end of the world. There is undoubtedly naivety, but also self-culpability in this apocalyptic scenario. People instinctively felt that there are many errors in their normal behavior concerning Nostradamus's claim that any deed has its reward. This is most likely the source of the end of the world scenario. It is certain that in every scenario involving the end of the world, the serious wrongs that would determine it were also implicated. The goal of these threats was to warn people about sins, hatred, aggression, negative thinking, self-destruction, wars, pollution and destruction of the natural environment, deforestation, extinction of animal and plant species, industrialized food system, depletion of the planet's resources, and so on. Humanity committed in order to avoid them. According to our 2023 horoscope, this year should not be viewed as a time of destruction, but rather as the birth of a new system, a new Enlightenment era. These Nostradamus predictions for 2023 were made more than 500 years ago. Did Nostradamus accurately predict the future? Pro and con signs that the end of the world will come in 2023. Pro. 1. Based on 2 millennia of meticulous astronomical observations, Nostradamus Prophecies suggest that the year 2023 will mark the beginning of a new era, accompanied by blood and suffering, but also by new hopes. 2. The sun has been more turbulent than ever since the end of the last glacial era, 11,000 years ago, since 1940, and especially since 2003. 3. Solar physics confirms that the next maximum point of sun activity will be at a record level in 2023. 4. Solar storms are analogous to those that occur on Earth. One of the stormiest weeks of the sun's documented history. Solar storms are similar to those that occur on Earth. This was one of the stormiest weeks in the sun's documented history. 5. The terrestrial magnetic field, our protective shield against dangerous solar radiations, has begun to deteriorate, with fissures the size of California appearing here and there. 6. A reversal of the Earth's magnetic poles, with almost no protection, is likely to occur soon. 7. The solar system, according to Russian geophysicists, has entered an interstellar energy cloud, which energizes and destabilizes both the sun and the atmospheres of all planets. 8. They estimate that the disaster will occur between 2010 and 2120 as a result of Earth's collision with this cloud. 9. The scientists, who discovered that the dinosaurs and nearly 70% of all species on Earth vanished 65 million years ago as a result of the planet colliding with a comet or asteroid, claim with 99% certainty that the time for a new mega-catastrophe has already arrived. 10. The scientists, who discovered that the dinosaurs and nearly 70% of all species on Earth vanished 65 million years ago as a result of the planet colliding with a comet or asteroid, claim with 99% certainty that the time for a new mega-catastrophe has already arrived. 11. The Yellowstone supervolcano, which erupts with catastrophic consequences every 600,000 to 700,000 years, is preparing to erupt once more. Its most recent eruption occurred 640,000 years ago. Cons. 1. Nostradamus theory has no scientific basis. 2. There is no danger of an asteroid colliding with Earth. 3. Planetary alignment is also not expected in the coming decades. 4. It is nearly impossible to reverse the direction of the Earth's rotation. 5. Inversion of the magnetic pole is extremely unlikely in the next few millennia. Conclusions. Will Nostradamus's predictions about 2023 come true in the same way that many previous prophets have? This question can only be answered with time, following nearly 3 years of global pandemic, from which we are far from recovered. According to the most recent data, a series of other terrible disasters are on the horizon for 2022. Among these pleasant newcomers would be a massive fall of asteroids, a heavy inflation, and, listen carefully, the machines turning against us. We will never look at the toaster with the same kind eyes again. Disclaimer: ideas and views expressed do not reflect the views of Sensipedia.